This year's game is kind of unlike many of the other games, in which case you probably do really want to push to get where you can practice and have a robot that will function enough to do some practicing. Submissions. There will be electronic submission by the 20th of October. Team presentations will be by Zoom the week of 21st of October. We'll need to schedule a time. We'll get back to you on that. Competition day, typo, it's here, not at the League Center. That's what you get for doing your slides the night before, it's less important. It'll be on the 26th of October, and it will be right back here at Moore High School. For the coaches, we do have a little support line every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Little Zoom meeting. If you have any issues, any questions, concerns, need some information, and it can wait till the weekly meeting, it's a great time to bring that up. If you have a concern with something beforehand, you've got John and I's email. Let us know. We're here to help you. For those people that are advancing to the championships, that's going to be back down in Dallas again on December 4th through the 7th at Fair Park. It's kind of a nice venue. With the exception of the fact that it's the same place that they had the pig shows and the horse shows and whatever else, but they cleaned it up real nice. So it's actually a really nice venue. Any questions so far?
No.
No? Okay, moving on. This year's game, we talked about it as a game, but there's more to it than that. There's a best award. You guys are familiar with this. It includes games and presentations, interviews, and sportsmanship, all wrapped up into one overall award. Robot performance, obviously on the game field, the robot's going to be able to perform and not fall apart and be able to meet the objectives for this year. There's an engineering notebook. Everybody has to turn one in, okay? There's going to be a rubric for that, a way to score and judge that. If you use that rubric to make your table of contents and organize your book that way, it makes the judge's life easy. And a happy judge is what you want, right? Okay. No critical design review. Sorry about that. Fabulous awards for creativity. There's a most robust design, website design, which will probably not be John. Website? No website. And t-shirt. Any questions so far? Anything there seems strange, odd, or somehow different from what you used to?
Silence, background.
No. Let's see. We're going to talk about the rules here in a little bit and about the game. I will caveat that anything you see or I say here is caveated that you must verify the rules. That way I'm not wrong. Okay? The rules are what count, what I say doesn't. Today you're going to see some highlights of the game. I'm not going to discuss every part of it. We're mostly here to get our kits through the game field and answer any questions. There are rules. The rule book is pretty thick if you print out the entire rule book. Do not just go straight to the game section. There's generic rules section. There's rules about presentations. All kinds of rules. Make sure you're familiar with them. I've had to disqualify teams because they didn't read the generic rules and follow those problems. Imagine you come in and the entire concept of your robot is against the rules. It's hacking. They're not generally very happy when you tell them this. The teacher's also not very happy when she talks to me. I said, well, did you read this section right here in the rules? It says you cannot use Velcro as traction on the game field. So your wheels are invalid. What? It's right here in the rules. You're given the rules. So please read the rules. It makes everybody's life so much better. Teachers, my suggestion to you is come Monday or Tuesday, depending on when you have school next, there's a quiz on the rules. just go through the rules and grab 5 random rules and put them down there. Five points. Kids, read the rules. Get a good grade on your quiz. I know Wayne, she do that. There's a darn test the next day. Back when Memorial was doing this stuff, she gave the test right there. Spent the weekend reading the rules. There's rules about safety, and I don't want to have to penalize your team because that makes me feel bad, but that's part of my job as the referee. So rules, we're going to do what with them?
Read them.
Okay, good. How much of them?
All of them.
Okay. Let's talk about getting a hold. This is John's email, my email. The coaches should have our phone numbers. If you don't come see us, we will get you the phone number. We will respond to teachers and coaches. We do not respond to students. There's that whole student safety thing that let's just say it's not like it was when I grew up. So I'm more than happy to help you, but we also need to know what school you're from. Hi, this is Jan. I got a question. Okay, what school are you from? I don't know. I don't know all the students. I'm sorry. Don't know everybody's name. So yeah, feel free to contact us. The Wednesday meetings are probably the easiest. On the Zoom session, if you need something before then, something breaks, send us an email, call us, we'll do what we can to help you out. So my guess is at some point you are going to have a question. This is the order I'd like you to go through in trying to solve your question. Look at the rules. It's probably addressed there. And if it's not, and you don't find it, look again, because it's probably in there. There is the National Registry. You log into that, and you go to bestrobotics.org, and you go to Participants tab, and you can go down to the official Q&A. If you've got a question about how the rules are or a clarification of the rules, that is the place to go. Matt said doesn't count. No. Look through there for somebody that may have already asked that question. If they have asked the question and you got your answer right there, it's easy. If you don't find your question in there after searching a couple of times and having somebody else check, you can post a question that will go out to the entire destination. And a knowledgeable person on the rules will answer your question for you. Also out there might be changes to the rules. You can go out there and search out the rule changes, and it will show you all the rules that might have had a change to them. Before game day, I will go and print out all of the rule changes, and that's what we'll go by. So that's how you get questions answered for any kind of rules or all that kind of stuff. Any questions so far? Yes, John.
Slide deck available after the slide deck available afterwards.
Slide deck, right?
Available afterwards.
Yeah. You guys want the slides?
Yes.
Okay. We'll send them out afterwards. John will take care of that once I send it to him.
Always.
So let's talk about this year's game. Gonna switch to a different computer. So this year's game is low gravity. This is the game field for this year. You see 1/4 of it over here. Each team has their own track, suspended track.
Carpet. My God, where's the carpet?
There will be a little bit of carpet. We'll have a little bit of carpet because you can come off that track into a common area. So the area you see in green is a common area. This guy right in here is common. Get my tablet up here. So we're gonna talk about this a little bit. Your robot is gonna start over there on that platform. You won't be able to drive down the away campus. On the way, you can go in your chat. Let's see, we'll just do some attention. For each student, it's one of these tracks. The platform in the back is the other platform. The center area is the central basin crater. We've got the lunar surface, which is the suspended canvas. Something I don't have represented here is going to be a wall right here between the two tracks. And there's going to be some tasks on there. John is standing about where the driver will be at. So that wall is going to obstruct the driver's view quite a bit. The spotter box starts out here, but could expand up to here under certain conditions. Okay? The robot has to achieve a few things before that spotter is allowed to move on down the line. Let's see what else we got. There's one of the big elements, John. If you can over this side, you got little cardboard boxes underneath. That's one of the things you can use.
Cardboard boxes underneath, sir.
No, back up. 25 feet. Underneath the platform.
Under the platform.
Keep going. Back up.
Back up. Gotcha. Santa.
That's what habitat cosmos. Reduces burning in. Let's see what else we got. Up on the platform, there is a couple of compartments we can put some items in. There's a mineral processing tray and the driver station compartments for military operation. We get some Chinese option this year. That's one thing that permanently shaded region that the driver can't see. So it only in there. The driver shirt box is up there. Bring today before I'm gonna have you touch the moment. Let's go back. He's got one there dummy. He's gonna be asked about this year. And he's going to one on the robot. Let's see. Other things we've got is the, I wonder over here, the real thing. I got a solar station. John, your phone's about to fall over. Right. This is a solar panel. And it tilts. Yep, there it goes. Not go away. So we need to go from a not very good position to a better position. The other thing we can do here, this is the wiper that will clean the solar panel off. Let's see, we've got red rocks. And I will set John's phone up. Sorry for anybody that's online.
No. Yes.
Sorry.
He's
Okay,
he's
give me phones. I know it's all over.
trying to make it so we can hear it.
Brian, over that's fine.
Oh, Brian.
Entire, it's the Ninja Monkey just screamed all at once. Did you hear it?
Okay.
And possibly Gracemont Baptist Church is on the way here from Western Oklahoma.
So solar panel we've done over the southern rocks. My favorite
Yeah.
of this game is the mobile antenna. There'll be a receiver back here where the robot starts at.
Yay.
You have to hit that half of the real button.
The best use of SoloWare goes to
I think that's the real, but again, where did we get that answer? There you go. And since you can read it, this is the thing I think we love that. So you guys don't want to check that out. What else do we got? We got core samples. Think about the tube, back over there. Now, let's talk about the plane surface. On the plane surface, you have some options. We can reconfigure the plane surface based upon your case desire. There's an easy setting, a medium setting, and a hard setting, where we will actually rearrange the game field. Each post has its own setting where we will pick it up. I believe there's gonna be some points. It will be the point if you don't get the points, right? So, yes. Let's see, let's look at the logos. Now, here's the challenge I've got right now, and I've got a question out to the best community. I got two choices here, and it says it should be on the medium setting. They haven't mentioned me what the medium setting is, so I don't know about this one. Up here is hard, medium, and easy. They're both the same level here. Pulling this up to here is hard and easy, and this one is medium. I don't know about that guy yet. I'm trying to get that answer. Over here is medium and easy right now. That's hard. This one's hard because it's lowering. It feels I've got to reach higher. This one is the easy setting. That one is the medium setting. Right now, this is on easy, but it will drop down to about 6 inches to make it hard or medium. Does that help? Yes. No, your choice.
But each station.
You pick medium, hard, or easy. We sent them all up to the locations that are medium, hard, or easy for your team.
Okay, so that's what we're asking. If on our plane surface, they all have to be able to off.
They're all hard, they're all medium, or they're all easy for your playing surface. Team over here playing on the other part of the field, they get to pick that for their team. Other things to know about? This is a battery stuck to a magnet. Points here. Put that in your robot. This is a power plug. Your robot can take and drag around. Go look at the rules and what those are for. Forcing you to read the rules. Is that awful or what? Oh. In the permanently shaded region in the crater, we're gonna have a wall here. It's gonna block the driver's view. Down there is gonna be something very similar to this scenario where you've got to grab a ball and pull it either past the line or hook it up into the centerpiece, which I don't have done yet, but it's close. This guy here, I think most everything up to this point is for your team. This is your track, these are your points to get, that's up to you. The centerpiece is a free-for-all. Winner take all. There is no second place. The idea is to pick the color that's assigned to you and make that happen.
Cool.
Doing that will block out your opponents. So that one's going to be a bit of a race to get to. We'll see how that goes. Also in there is where I think the cardboard boxes come down here and get placed in. There's also the centerpiece where the extension cord with the tennis ball on it would get set into as an extra option. There's also the Thomas motor area down there for moving that tennis ball around. Sure, else I'm missing. Let's go to the section where we have our objectives. You go through that one more time. Notice this. Lunar surface to multipliers. Overweight sphere construction bonus. Astronaut ride along bonus. That's your man's riding along on the robot.
Yay, Manny.
And some more. I'll let you guys read on that because I know you love these ones.
Hey, is that the same guy that we rescued from that fire all those years ago?
That was Manny.
That was Manny.
Yeah, he's an astronaut now. I'll find a quick easy section that talks about, what's that yet? So that's about it for the game. What do you guys think?
It's nice.
The thing I like about this game field the most is how compact it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got to take your house for the road. We didn't even see the fourth way up. Perfect.
You kidding? We moved 2 households and made back all our money we've spent on the rental. By the way, anybody want to help unload a trailer?
I got the bush over here. What you got?
Like, maximum age.
Let me ask you a question. What's the maximum weight of a robot? Like 25. But a little bit less. It will handle 25 pounds. 24 inches by 24 inches by 24 inches and 24 pounds. So the rules though, yes. So yeah, that's, it should have that. I've seen bigger robots running around on the same setup. That's a few, but you can benefits being like.
Are you gonna post the video or like
Okay, great question. So in years past, since 2011, OKBEST has always put out a video that talks about the games. It's in work, but the guy that was developing the video had a family emergency. So that's why I'm saying that if you're talking about particular nice there. But when it comes out, I'll get you that. Yes, we'll get you that information. Yeah, it was supposed to be up yesterday, and I emailed the national guys, and like, you know, I wasn't planning on doing all of this, but for video right now, but it should be. I don't know how big a family emergency is to family emergency, so it might say.
Well, it's September, it's August, so no one's got state championships in football yet.
That's true. Yeah. Okay, other questions? Any questions? What else we got?
Can I talk?
You have a question? So,
Here's John. Thank you, sir. Also, I don't know if we did your congratulations stuff or not, but Matt did our cases this year. Matt built our game fields this year. Matt has done an amazing job. Matt's been with Slings and Man.
without John, you wouldn't have any orange kits or things to build with.
So far, we're reasonably okay on the hit and miss. We're making a couple of misses here and there, but we're taking care of this. So you do not have, there are a couple things that you do not need to leave without: your wiring harness and your batteries. We want to make sure that everybody has those. If you already have, somehow you've got the batteries, please don't take all batteries, because I don't have like a supply of those. A couple of things on Matt takes care of the game. This is the game is lovely, the game is wonderful. I take care of the judging and posting results. So if for whatever reason you decide to not do this anymore, for what you want to do that, so not to do this anymore, please let us know so that we can make appropriate adjustments to the scheduling. What we'd like to do is we'd like to know that all 8 teams are coming to OKBEST October. That way we can come up with the schedule. I can send you the schedule. You can start behind strategies. If I don't know who all is coming, or I don't hear from you, or I have to call you on the game day, an hour after the kickoff is supposed to happen, and you tell me, oh yeah, let's be Thursday. Yeah, please. So please let us know. Please let us know so we can help. We can help the community. A word on gizmos, as I've told, I've said this like 10,000 times this morning, but these are new, unused, and supposedly free to default. If you find flaws or something bad happens, please be honest with what you were doing. Try to keep track of what you were doing when it blew up, because we do have to feed that data back to OKBEST so they can improve their processes, put shot resistors in where there should have been shot resistors. And other things that we're trying to get down. This is a product going forward. I'm tickled to death when getting this platform. I think you're going to really like this platform. It's going to introduce some of you to holding career paths. Cortex was good. Cortex is great. It's wonderful things to us. They look great sitting in the storage bin right now. Raspberry Pis, I think, are going to be the way forward for the foreseeable future. Looking forward to what other competitions start using them as well. But please be honest with us as to what happens to your Cortex if it blows up. Most of you who are far away know that if something blows up or you're suspicious of something, you let me know early so I get something in the mail. If you're really up a creek without a paddle, somebody's gonna grab parts and get in the car and start driving. Long way if you're not. We need to help as soon as possible with parts go bad. Preferably, if you let us know, Wednesday, Thursday, letting me know Friday afternoon, hey, I think Billy blew up the brain fund. That's great. We'll get one in the mail as quickly as we can to you. Some of you might get too faster than others. If you have problems, concerns, or you get really frustrated, please don't give up. There are other aspects of the contest, such as the engineering notebook. One of the awesome things that I think you can do with engineering notebook is like the man said, get the judging rubric, use it as your table of contents. And then when we do bulk scoring events, if we can have a good table of contents, know where your stuff is, as much as you can score it by. And more likely to get points. Every point counts. In addition to doing that, have a wonderful opportunity to just document what you did every day. Hey, we learned Gizmo platform. Here's what we did. Here's how that worked. I promise you, judges will be looking at that sort of thing, especially when you get to the national level. They want to know what's going on the platform. This is an internal use platform. Things have gone reasonably well. I know, but it's going to be good for the foreseeable future. A lot of the parts are the same. The motor controllers, motors, servo are the same. I would encourage you to be kind to your motor controllers. What we have in inventory is what we own. That is it. There is nowhere to go find them. We have to wait for another best hub to die for their parts. And that's not gonna be us, right?
Right.
So we're gonna be a nice little 8 to 12 team hub. And we're going to do very well with Texas. So please be careful with those parks. Jumping back over to the judgment side, please take nice notes. You do have to turn this in via PDF on the OKBEST National Registry. And if you have trouble with scanning things, I would encourage you to scan things if you can. If you have problems, let us know. We can make arrangements. The National Registry, hopefully you have figured out access to that. There is a survey. That survey data is going to us. That is how we're able to, not only us, but the Texas level folks are able to go out and pull sponsorships. That's how we pay for things like business. That's how we develop platforms and software. We're able to get that business going. If you look around, there are 8 of you here. We've got 2 new teams this year. So that means we have 6 veterans. We've had folks that are no longer not participating this year for various reasons. If you have a school or you have friends at other schools that might like to participate, this is an 8-week contest. It used to be 6 weeks. At 8 weeks, you can still jump in a week late and participate in your facility side. We've got a little bit of space. We've signed for 12. I think we can do 12 comfortably. But please don't sneak up on us. If somebody's interested, have them help me or Matt, we'll talk with them. National Registry, that's where you'll schedule events like team presentations, where you'll turn in notebooks or other things that you will do there. Please don't ignore the registry. Please get your surveys done as quick as possible. We'll write you in theory. We're not supposed to let you on the playing field. Haven't done the registry work. And for those of you who've been here in the past, you know how many people we have running around clipboards checking all that. So please do it anyway. That is very useful for our organization. So, any other questions, comments, inspirational thoughts, or things you don't want to read in email, or you read from me anyway in the email? Yes, I know some of your parts, and as soon as I'm done, I don't know we're about 11:05, 11:10 right now.
And 2? Yeah.
11:02. So just report out where the pizza is for those who ordered, but that's probably why it's heads down. Mr. Honestly, sorry, my name. The playing surface itself. And Matt will answer. Most everything is Home Depot, Amazon, with the exception of the charger. That literally was shipped from India. And they weren't cheap. Seriously, I watched the track and I'm like, really? Yep, there it is. Oh, yep, okay, it's at the port now. It's gonna get off the ship, okay. There are other sources to supply for that. I don't know if they're local or not, but the one that first turned out was India. So if you want one, when they talk about slow boats from China, the slow boats from India. It wasn't that. So yeah, so I forgot. If your robot's fairly common, I think you can live with a cheaper piece of canvas. That's your robots and you could probably come up with something from the cost for.
That's
if you want to.
probably the key term there is canvas. That's what you need to be working on. And really, I didn't know about that a height adjustment on that field, but I mean, that's.
But the height adjustment could be a game changer depending on the robot design.
Yeah.
You choose the adjustment. Your team will choose the adjustment.
And that is something you need to A, have a strategy on, B, make sure you end up with the right adjustment. You say, hey, I need the easy adjustment because my wheels are about to fall off, and you get the hard adjustment for whatever reason. Yeah, we're not responsible if your wheels fall off. We'll help you put them back on. Oh yeah, I did want to say one other thing. Total right field here, left field, whatever you want to say. On kit return. Guys, you did an awesome job this year. Kits were put together. Yay. You did an awesome job. Kits were together. They were organized. I mean, really, reclamation wasn't that hard. And and I mean this with all sincerity when I say, I told you earlier, if you blow something up, just be honest with what you did. This is the opposite. I don't want to know who did this. If you know who happened to did it, I don't want to know. It is water under the bridge. The ship has sailed. But there are two things in this kit that drive me absolutely nuts. The PVC cement and the two-part epoxy. And I could even live with the wood glue, but those two items, once you open them, once you take them out of the box, especially the two-part epoxy, please, please don't put that back in there in the box. Put it in a Ziploc bag. I'll give you a Ziploc bag for it. And again, I don't want to know, but one of the two-part epoxies ended up back in the kit that got returned to us, and the lid came off, and there's now a 1/4-inch beautiful sheen in the bottom of one of those orange boxes. The problem is it took all the consumable parts with it. And we're engineers, so I really want to get that pride out of there, and I'm looking for a solution to two-part epoxy. How do I make it soft again? Alcohol.
I don't know.
So which alcohol?
Like 5%.
Ah, that alcohol. So anyways, there are certain things. Thank you for returning that stuff. We do seriously have a reclamation project. Any pipe you don't use, any stuff, any things you don't use, we're talking consumables, returnables. Obviously, I do want all that back, especially the little black screw that goes in the motion kit. I haven't sourced those yet. I don't know. Everything else I can replace. I can call, actually, no, I go to Bill's box and there's no telling what's in there. Yeah, I found like 300 servo screws last night. Yeah, there's another guy that used to moan as much as I do when you move around. And yeah, somehow he retired. How did he do that?
I don't know how he did retire after all the different illnesses he had, but that's beside you.
Yeah, but he's not here. We are, and hey, we're wearing black shirts.
Yeah,
How'd that happen?
I don't know.
Anyways,
Any other questions? Anything else?
be kind to your kid, please.
Yep.
And you guys did an awesome job last year getting them returned, and they looked really clean. Minimal rework on a lot of stuff.
That's about it.
Okay. I know we're getting closer to the lunch hour. And I think they were certainly here for some of the schools. After lunch, we're gonna talk about this one. This here, this control system is a brand new control system. You see the little white box out there? Brand new. We're one of the few hubs in the nation that are actually doing this. Next year, everybody's doing this. We're getting a preview. It doesn't quite work like the old system. But in some ways and not in others. If you want to stick around and do that after lunch, we'll be here. I think pizza's gonna be here shortly, very shortly. Okay.
How many folks are going to stay for that? Cause I know folks, so Sweetwater's staying, Moss is staying. Midnight, Moss too. More, not Moss, more.
Moss, you sure you can?
No, I'm not, okay. So I got, that's it. Who else is staying?
If you're staying, raise your hands, way high.
Right. So a lot of people, that's staying, okay, so there, it's a worthy adventure. So good deal.
I have questions for the teams, this is for the students. If you're programmed in the C language, raise your hand. A little bit, but that's okay. If you're programmed with the Python language, raise your hand. Let's do right this year. Okay, so we're going to come back to you later.
What,
Johnson.
anybody, so I know David Swift down at Atoka was doing MATLAB. Is anybody else doing MATLAB? Let me rephrase that. Was anybody else doing MATLAB? because you're not doing it with what we've got right now. MATLAB has got to do new libraries for that, and they're not ready for 2024. They will be doing 2025. So nobody's doing MATLAB, that's fine. If you have an opportunity to do MATLAB, I would encourage you to at least start looking that way, because that is it's a national sponsor with Best Robotics. B, any of the projects you do and individual students, this is, not your coach, not your school. This is individual students sitting in a chair doing MATLAB projects. You turn your projects in and you do really well, and they do have competitions and you win cash prizes.
Students never come like money, do they?
You guys don't need money, right?
See pizza.
Wow,
Okay.
sweet. All right. So
We'll reconvene in 45 hours.
if you're missing parts, let's wander outside and I will get you the parts that I will give you what I can get from you, and I'm going to list everything else. I'll make a run back to the parts store. The parts store is my house.
It's
So
just parts, come up here.
We haven't checked them all this year.
that's fine. Since you're close, I'm not so much, you're missing something or something's wrong. We can
Okay.
take care of you fairly quick. It's, I've got folks out in Texas. I've got folks in,
So this is the idea. It's really tiny, smaller than,
yes, it is.
so we're not gonna need plywood, right?
No, if you want to get away from the plywood, see, that's what's interesting about the newer, as with this contest evolves, we're getting away from plywood. You'll notice this year, instead of me giving you 4 sheets, I only gave you 2.
Are these parts
3D printed.
3D printed? Okay.
And there are allowances for that. You have a student supplied or team supplied part, and you're allowed
I
to.
have a 3D printing class,
Good.
but unfortunately, not necessarily my students are taking that class. If I
Oh.
could,
That would be very helpful.
if I had a 3D printer in my classroom,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna talk
I
to
know
the
how to
school.
3D print, but sadly I don't.
You don't have,
Okay.
but you can do it after school,
All right. Ninja Monkeys, if you're out there listening, we're gonna go ahead and break this off.
Things like this.
We're doing lunch here. We're doing kind of a game walk. Student teams are walking around. We will restart the Zoom and the YouTube here shortly when we come back from lunch and Matt starts talking about Gizmo again. So if you're not gonna do, I think it would be beneficial to you. If you don't want to participate in that, that's cool. Let me know and we'll probably just drop the whole thing, because I think you're the only one out there.